Hi, honey buns. I'm the Courtney Williams. Welcome to my life. Hope you guys are doing awesome and amazing. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to hop in. I know I've done just. I want to move this just a little bit. So actually, let me get it together. Hi, Jess. How are you, honey bun? Let me just get something together real quick. Tell me how the connection is. Is the connection okay? Yeah, that's a lot better. Who all is in here? Hey, y'all. Connection's good? Perfect. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Um, Girl, where do I start? I don't even, before I start, I want to give you guys like about 2 minutes to hop in. Thank you. Really? Girl, we have been doing a lot of healing work and a lot of just spiritual healing work. So she told us at the beginning of this, she was like, y'all are not gonna look the same. So I guess it's just starting to, come out. So I'm so excited. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Well, I want to give you guys basically like a little update of what's happening, how I found out about this, and I guess just my thoughts so far, because technically this is not finished. We still have a few more days here. Right now I'm in Embasia. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Embasia. Hey. Hey, honey bun. I'm trying to look how to pronounce your name, but I'm like, Tul Tulipang Grid Design. I don't know how to pronounce that. Help me out. So, if you guys have saw from the title, I am on my first spiritual retreat with Sacred Sister Soul Retreat. So you can find them on Instagram, do a little hashtag, and you'll be able to find them. I feel like they haven't really done much marketing, and if I'm being really honest, this retreat found me, y'all. I did not find this retreat, it found me. So let's jump into how I found it first. So I'm in this group called Nomadness Tribe. I'm sure you guys have heard of it before. I think this group used to be super exclusive, and now they're kind of opening things up. Girl, I'm out here in the by the pool. They have mosquitoes out here, so I'm really hoping that my ass don't get bit up, because I do not have on any repellent or anything at the moment. I literally just jumped out the shower and I was like, let me be quick about my life, because I told y'all I was hopping on in an hour. But Nomadness Tribe used to be a lot more exclusive, and I wasn't really a part of this group at first, but I met someone who added me to the group. I want to say I've been in the group about a month so far, and it seems cool. Like, I feel like I'm a little bit more active in this particular Facebook group than any of the other travel Facebook groups that I've been into, but you just got to find your flow, right? So I was having a moment, because you guys know I got to Brazil and I loved it off the bat, right? Like, I just was feeling the energy of Brazil in Salvador. Like, I just was like, it's amazing to see all of these black people in one place. And y'all know, like, even from the beginning of my travels, I feel like I've been drawn to Brazil, right? Like, y'all know when I found out about the politician in Rio who was assassinated, as well as like the favela girls in Rio who I have yet to connect with. And just, I don't know, like, even just leaving Colombia and making changes to my plan of like how I was gonna be moving forward, because y'all know I had changed my original plan of hitting 6 countries in South America, because I just felt like, granted, I could be hopping around doing all of this, running, ripping, and all that, but I just don't feel like that's what I need to be doing energetically right now. And then when I had a real nigga moment with myself, because y'all know I believe in having real conversations with yourself, getting real down to like the nitty gritty of like, what is happening, what do you need, and how are you gonna move forward, basically. And when I thought about it, I just was like, first of all, I wanted to spend more time in Colombia, because I wasn't enjoying my initial city, so I wanted to see, like, I wanted to go to other places. I wanted to see other places, and because I just was like, all of these cities can't be bad, you know, like one of these cities gotta speak to my soul in some kind of way. That ain't really what happened. Like, Baton Kid was cool, but leaving Colombia, because I felt so drained, I decided to skip Peru. Now, granted, Peru has been on my bucket list forever, right? Forever. I have so many places in Peru. I hope y'all can hear me because I feel like the insects is doing a little moment. But Peru has been on my bucket list forever, y'all. Like, I have so many places in Peru that I want to hit, but I just felt like at the end of my time in Colombia, my energy was just so, I don't know. I needed this healing moment. I just think that it was Brazil was drawing me in, you know, like Brazil was just drawing me in, and I just felt like energetically I didn't have the energy to do Peru at that moment. I just was like, I can't even begin to do a backpacker moment right now, because I feel like the way I want to travel through Peru is being able to hop through, and sometimes that takes a lot more energy, you know, because you're going to brand new places, you know, you're basically kind of having like a little bit of a mini culture shock. But whenever you're traveling quickly like that, it's like so many unexpected things happen, and you don't really have an opportunity to get a routine, you know what I mean? It's like you can find your routine, but it's like it's not like you're really gonna keep that routine, you know what I mean? It's not like you're gonna really keep it. I'm sorry, I saw a few. We can hear you. Okay, perfect. Tulip Negra. Ah, Tulip Negra. Okay, come on through then. I don't know what I was thinking at first. So I just felt like I could do Peru on another time, and I could just, you know, come straight to Brazil. Plus, I have been hearing so many amazing things about Salvador, particularly. Like, when I tell you, every single person who I know who is a traveler who has been to Brazil was like, you gotta go to Salvador. Whether they had made it to Salvador or not, they were like, you gotta go to Salvador. And what else drew me here? It was like I went to meet up with, so I got you guys some elixirs. I don't know if y'all remember me telling you that I went to this store, I found these herbal elixirs. The store owner actually hooked me up with the girl, or connect me with the girl who makes these elixirs. So I went out to Santa Elena, which is like about an hour and a half from Medellin, the second time that I went to Medellin. And I specifically went there so I can meet up with her and get you guys these elixirs for our next giveaway once we get to 2,500 subscribers. And she was like, you know, showing me all of her plants and everything like that. And she was just telling me, like, I was telling her about my experience as a black person. Now, granted, I was the only black person there. And granted, we randomly had a sister circle. Like, I don't know if I told you guys this, but I went there to pick up these elixirs, and also we did makeup that particular day. This was the day I tried to do a live video for you guys, but it was so blurry, it just was not a good video for like a makeup moment. So I deleted that video, so you can't even go back and look at it. But at that moment afterwards, it was a full moon, and she ended up having a whole sister circle, and that was my first time having like a spiritual sister circle moment. And it was everything, even being like the only black person in that circle. But it was great too, because all of the women, some of them were from different parts of Colombia, but the girl who I went to meet, she's actually from Chile. She also has roots in America, so she works in America from time to time. But they all understood where I was coming from with my black experience, and they recommended other places in Colombia that they thought I would enjoy. And they all were telling me about Salvador as well. And I think she made a statement. She said something like, all of the places that she didn't like, basically it was like the places that she didn't spend enough time in, or something along that lines. Basically like the places that she enjoyed more, she spent more time in, or something like that. And I just felt like energetically I needed more time in certain places, you know what I mean? And I just felt like who am I rushing? Why, like, or why am I rushing? You know, I don't have to rush. I'm not in a race with anybody. And if I'm being real with myself, I was in Asia for 3 years. I did not do every single country in Asia. So how do I expect to do every single country or almost every single country in Latin America in 6 months? I was like, you know, let's be a little bit more forgiving with ourselves and let's adjust this journey. So I moved to Salvador. Literally, that ticket was hella expensive, y'all. Like, that ticket from Brazil, from Colombia to um, Salvador was like $470, right? And that really kind of, I was like, and the visa to get to Salvador was like $99. So I spent a good little chunk to get to Brazil, but I just felt like that's where I needed to be. And I definitely, just meeting Miss Renee, I just confirmed it all for me. I might have to move at some point though, because it seems like the sun is going down as well. So we gonna see. If the sun goes down, I'll just move into a more lighted area or a more illuminated area. But basically, I'm in Salvador. I'm loving Salvador. I'm loving the energy. I'm loving seeing all these beautiful black people. I was feeling so comfortable, so welcome. Like I told y'all, like my first day, I got so many hugs. Like it just was like people were loving up on me, you know? Like it just was such a welcoming moment. Let me try to move a little bit to the pool. Hold up. Because it definitely is getting a little bit, the sun is going down. The sunset is setting and it looks so pretty. Girl, this was such a moment needed. Hold on. Let me get my life. Whew. I did not bring a towel. That might be better for now. I'll just hold it. So, I was having a moment with food, because y'all, like for me, y'all, I have to have balance. Like I don't care how much the energy is great or how beautiful a place is. It's like certain elements that I need when I travel to a new place. And some of those things for me is like I need to have good internet, because obviously everything that I do is online. I need to have good food because I'm a big ass foodie. Like I like to eat. And if I'm not eating well, that really affects my mood. You know, like I definitely have snicker moments sometimes. I also need to be able to have a social life, like some type of social life. And I feel like dating sometimes also is something that I like, but it's not like a major thing. Like I've been able to live in places without having a good dating life, but that's something moving forward that, like, you know, like I like to flirt, I like to date, you know, I like to be in a place where that is possible. So there's a couple of different things I look for, but one of the top things on that list is food. Okay, like I need to be able to cook my own food or be able to go out and eat. And I just kept feeling like I wasn't finding any of the local food. I don't know if it was just in the particular area that I was living in or that I'm living in, as well as like I told you guys they have a Walmart in Salvador, which blew my mind because I've never seen a Walmart outside of Texas ever. Okay, like never. There was never a moment that I've seen and they got a Sam's. It's a Sam's here too. So that kind of blew my mind, but it's not the same quality of the Walmart in America. Plus I feel like I was buying food and I was getting it home and it wasn't good. Like produce was like a little spoiled, or like things that would be on the shelf, it was like expired. Like it wasn't good. So I wasn't having a great cooking moment. And I wasn't like, even like the meat, all the meat was like frozen and stuff. So I was just like, I don't really feel like cooking. These things don't really feel like things that I want to cook. And then I just wasn't, you know, I just wasn't finding enough food around. Like I always kind of feel like the one thing that I love about Asia is like you'll never be hungry because it's so much food available everywhere all the time. Do you need a visa to fly into Salvador? Yes, honey bun, you do. That visa is like $99. You definitely need a visa. It normally takes about 5 days to get the visa. and you can do it online. I actually did the e-visa, so I submitted all my paperwork. Basically, all I needed to do was have a printed copy of my passport. Not a printed copy, I needed to have a PDF version of my passport. I needed to also have a passport photo, but it was very specific, like it had to show shoulders. They had a few requirements for the passport photo that were not really normal. Well, I'm not gonna say they're not normal, but it like they were a little bit more specific about how to take your passport photo than the normal way. So you definitely got to get you a visa beforehand, but it normally takes like 5 days on the website, and it's really super easy. So yeah, don't be trying to come here and not get it, because actually one of the girls who was coming to the retreat, she got to the airport and she realized that she needed one and they wouldn't let her get on the airplane. Plus you also need to have a exiting flight or exiting bus or something exiting the country, like in Colombia as well as Brazil. Like they won't let you fly if you can't show them that you're going to be leaving their country. Now granted, websites where it's a couple of websites where you can buy your ticket and then reimburse, like not reimburse it, refund it within 24 hours. So just do a nice little Google search and you'll be set. I kind of feel like I need to move into the light a little bit more. I thought the sun was gonna be up a little longer, but it's not. And is it gonna rain? Oh no, hold on y'all. Let me give y'all some cute views while I get my life in order. Hold up. Hold up. Damn, and I got my dress wet. Hold on so I could give you the rest of the tea. Isn't this place so beautiful though? This is where we've been staying for the last few days. Food has been amazing. We are literally like in a little paradise. So if you ever come to Salvador, definitely plan to come to Embacia. I tagged it in the location so you can know how to spell it. I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's definitely a beautiful place. We've been so welcome since we've been here. Plus I don't know, it's just been so peaceful. And some of the guys, hola. Hola. Oh, y'all watching the game. Can I do? See? Perfecto. Gracias. Okay. Let me find my light. I left my other light downstairs. I was really expecting for the sun to be out a little bit longer. Hold on. That might work. Yes, that's perfect. There we go. Thank you, Lord. So, that's perfect, but go ahead and stand for me. Okay, perfect. So you definitely need a visa, and you definitely need to have an exiting flight for most of the countries. I can't really speak for any of the other Latin American countries, but for sure for Colombia and for sure for Brazil. Like they would not let me get on the flight until I showed them my visa for Brazil. Colombia, you don't need a visa to get to Colombia, but they wouldn't let me get on the flight also if I couldn't show them my actual flight leaving. For Brazil, I was able to show them a bus ticket and they let me go, let me, you know, roll through. So you need to be able to show that as well. So yeah, I posted in the No Madness Tribe group and I told them, I basically put up a little post because it's like I like Brazil, I like Salvador, but if I can't eat, it's a whole problem. It's like a whole problem. So I was like, I think my message was like, some like, hey, honey buns. So I'm a major foodie. I'm low-key having a food crisis right now. I need to know where the food blessings are. Like, I need to know where I need to eat, because I've been eating way too much McDonald's and I need a real meal. Like, I just can't be putting all this junk into my body. And it's really, that's what was happening. Like, I feel like I was just snacking on junk, you know, like chips, Doritos, like little shit that I really didn't want to eat. But it was like, I gotta eat something. I gotta put something in my body, you know what I mean? So I wrote in that post, and a bunch of people in this particular group, I'm so glad you like it, girl. This place is so beautiful. I'm definitely going to film a tour for you guys, and I'll have all the information, so don't worry. Plus, one of the girls here shared, what did she share? She shared an editing site, editing app that she's using, and I think it's better than the first one because I downloaded one, because y'all know I messed up my computer. I'm working on getting it replaced at this moment, but it's still out of commission, basically. So I was trying to find a phone app so that I can start back editing some videos for you guys. So we're gonna see how that goes. The first editing app that I downloaded, it didn't really work for me, but someone here just recommended another one. Excuse me, I haven't had a chance to play around with it yet, so oh, that's a big ass bug. Come on, don't come over here, just mind your business. You do you and I'ma do me. You do you and I'ma do me. Girl, that's a big ass bug. Ooh. Okay, I think it's gone. Okay. Girl. So they shared a app with me. I'm gonna play around with it. Fingers crossed. I think it might be a little blessing, and I think I might be able to get some more videos out for you guys. I played around with it a little bit last night, so we'll see. But I just messaged in this group, and a bunch of people messaged me, and Miss Renee. So if you have been following my Insta stories at the Courtney Williams, because that's pretty much where I update everything of like what's going on in my day to day. And I actually posted a picture of Miss Renee. She was looking so pretty on the beach one day that we went this week. So she posted in the group, and she gave me like 4 different restaurants that she wanted me to try. And she was like, oh, I'm in Salvador right now, so you know, hit me up. And I was like, okay, cool. So I literally sent her a message, not even knowing anything about this retreat, right? I sent her a message. We started talking. She actually ended up doing we did a few, you know, y'all know, anybody who has ever messaged me before, y'all know that I am a major voice note person. Like, I don't really send texts. I always send like little voice notes of like, you know, it's easier for me to be able to get it out without feeling overwhelmed with, you know, the amount of people who message me. So we going back and forth on a messenger, on a voice note, and she mentioned the retreat, and I was like, oh, you're doing a retreat? That's why you're down here? Tell me a little bit more. And we ended up getting on a video call. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys the exact price, because what I paid is definitely a lot different than what everybody else paid. But the price for it was expensive, right? As well as working it out, because a lot of the girls who came here, they flew in from America. They had accommodations and everything included. Like, granted, while we're here in Embacia, I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Hold up. Hola. Hola. Embacia? Embacia? Embassy. Okay, so it's called Embassy. I'm sorry, I've been saying it wrong. Embassy. So I already have accommodations in Salvador. So this was part of the reason why she adjusted the price for me, because I don't need to stay in the hotel that everybody else is staying in, because y'all know I already had found a place. I already booked for the month, so it didn't make sense for me to pay the full price, you know, so that, you know, for accommodation, it just didn't make sense. So plus, when I found out about it, it literally was like the night before it was supposed to start. So we were texting back and forth, and she was just telling me about, like, you know, what was going to be happening, giving me like the rundown of what was all going to be included. And I don't know, y'all, I just was like, I just was feeling super drawn to it. Like it just felt to me like a spiritual leap, you know, like a moment to just kind of have a little faith that, like, you know, even with the adjustment in the price, it was still a bit, I'm not gonna say it was out of my budget because I had the money. The money was in my account. Like, granted, I looked in my account. Now, granted, we were talking. Let me start there. Me and her were talking. She was telling me how much she thought it was gonna be, but she was like, I need to go back and really crunch the numbers, you know, to really let you know, because since you're not gonna be staying in the same accommodations when we're in Salvador and things like that, of course the price is gonna be a little bit cheaper. And I really wanted to do Embassy with them. And after, I want to say we're in Embassy for about we're here for 5 days. And then the last 3 days of the retreat is going to take place in Salvador. So when we get back to Salvador, I won't stay at the same place with them either. But I will meet up for some of the activities, and she kind of told me that I could like pick and choose which activities that I wanted to do with them as well, because they're going to be doing some cultural things, some healing things, and then some tourist things when they get back to Salvador. And some of the tourist things I've already done, but I want to do all the cultural things, and I want to do all of the spiritual things with them. And plus, we've built a bond now. Like, literally all of the ladies are connected at this point. And it's so crazy because it's like all of us have a similarity about us. So it's just been a really amazing awakening moment. So when she told me what the price was, or what I would be paying, what I told myself, right? What I told myself, I was like, look, this is what I need to pay for this month. This is what needs to be paid for next month. This is how much she's saying that it is. If I have at least that much in my account, I'ma just do it. I ain't gonna overthink it. I'ma just do it, because I know at this moment I'm on a spiritual journey, y'all. Like, I'm like, my travel journey, I left the country, I sold all my shit so I could do makeup. I'm still doing makeup. Like, I've been doing makeup since I've arrived to Latin America, but it just doesn't seem like that's the main focus anymore. And it definitely seems like, even when I was in Asia, it just seemed like I was learning so much about myself. I don't know, I just feel like it just felt like I was on a spiritual journey of awakening, of awakeness, of just like my spirituality growing, basically. And I still kind of feel like I'm new to spirituality. Like, I still feel like I'm a beginner, but I definitely feel like I'm a little bit, like, I have spiritual elements that I incorporate more into my life now. I meditate a lot more frequently. I really believe in my spirit team, the universe, God, you know, higher power, and I connect with that very frequently, and I try to build that communication, because granted, whatever your religion is, you know, I feel like, I just personally don't think it's cool to have to get your spiritual message from a third party. I don't really believe in going to church, you know what I mean? No offense to anybody, but I grew up, y'all know I grew up in CPS, so I lived in a lot of different homes, and I experienced a lot of different religions when I was growing up. And I really think that kind of also propelled me on my spiritual journey, because I always felt like I was looking for more, you know, I was looking for a deeper connection, because it just felt like, how can you say that you're one particular religion because of tradition, you know what I mean, without really having a connection? You just getting your message from a third party, like a third party who is a human like you, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it had to be something more. So all of this, I just feel like has been, this is just my journey. This is just the particular walk that I'm taking right now. So particularly over the last few months, what I've been getting on a spiritual level is like, spiritual guides will be coming to me to kind of help me get to my next level. I've been feeling, not always, but over the last few months as well, I've been feeling like there's an end of a cycle coming. Like I've been feeling like I've been paying more attention to thought patterns from childhood that are no longer serving me, that need to be changed, and really being kind to myself, as well as being mindful of like what I'm telling myself, like if it's a lie or what, my inner talk, you know what I mean? Like, if is this inner talk coming from your soul, or is this inner talk coming from ego, you know what I mean? And you always want to follow your soul. So just really building that communication so I can know which one it is, you know what I mean? And I can really start to use my intuition a lot more, you know what I mean? Because I feel like at some point, especially when I was younger, it's like, you know, everybody's kind of had those moments where your intuition told you to do something and you ain't listen, and then you end up into some fuck shit. Come on now, little fly. Leave it alone. But you know, your intuition told you to do something, you ain't listen, and then you end up into some shit. You know what I mean? So building that muscle, because I feel like everybody is energy, and we don't really, like this video we were talking about recently. I put it in the community if anybody wants to check it out. But just how the world kind of has closed down that sixth sense, or that spiritual sense, even though we all know that we are spiritual beings. Like, this physical world and this physical body is not gonna be ours forever, you know what I mean? Like, eventually we're gonna shed this skin and we're gonna be back in our spiritual form. So we have to make sure that we are balanced, you know, like we're taking care of our physical body, but we're also taking care of our spiritual body. And I just think that this is why I feel like this is a spiritual leap for me, because I can't really say that I've ever spent this much money on a spiritual anything, you know what I mean? Like, I've spent money on spiritual books. I spent money on spiritual items like crystals, candles, different little, you know, sage and things like that. But this is definitely the most money that I've ever spent on a spiritual moment. And even like, I've done tarot card readings. I had a psychic friend at one point. I've done psychic readings. I've actually had a Reiki healing session at one point too. Now, granted, that particular Reiki session didn't really do anything for me, so it's like I feel like I paid a good, like, I didn't pay that much. I feel like that Reiki session was like about $100. But I don't know, I think I would do a Reiki session again, but I want to do it with somebody who looks like me, because I feel like on that particular occasion I just didn't connect with her, which sometimes it's like that in the spirit with spiritual elements or spiritual guides, you know. So this has been the most money that I paid, and it literally was kind of like, I just felt like like nothing's a coincidence, you know what I mean? Like, her reaching out to me, her telling me this, and I just felt like I needed, like, when she told, it's like as soon as she told me she was here for a retreat, I felt like I needed to be here. Oh, come on. Hey, Flyboy. Y'all, I'm in Flyboy and Bad and Kia, so go follow my boo. I actually made a little a feature in one of his Bad and Kia videos, so check that out too. So yeah, I just as soon as she told me that she was here to do a spiritual retreat, y'all, it's like I felt like I needed to be here. I was like, tell me more. And you know, she really worked the price out for me. Don't be telling them all of that. Don't be telling them all my business. So she really worked the price out for me. So I literally just told myself, look, this is what I need to pay for this month. This is what I need to pay for this. This is how much money that I need at this moment. If I have this money, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna stress about it. I'm not gonna second guess myself. My spirit is telling me that I need to do this, so I'm going to listen, you know, and I'm just gonna have faith, because at the same time too, I feel like your finances are tied to your spirituality, you know. Like, if you have a deeper connection and a better, you know, spirituality for whatever you believe in. But for me, I feel like I believe in manifestation, and I feel like that is an element that I am still learning, and I just feel like nothing but abundance could come from having a better spiritual muscle, you know what I mean? Like being able to grow in my spirituality, nothing but abundance is gonna come from that. So I just felt like this is what I need, universe. I'm gonna look in this account and see what's in there, and if at least this amount is in there, I'm going. I'm not gonna even second guess it or nothing. I'm just gonna go, and we're gonna figure everything out. Like basically a spiritual leap of faith. Like it was really a spiritual leap of faith for me. So I looked into the account, right? I had got a whole deposit, y'all, that I ain't even know about, right? I got a whole unexpected deposit that I didn't even know about. So I actually had more money in my account than I thought that I was, than that number that I had already set in my mind. I was like, if it's this amount, I'm gonna do it. Fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. And it was more money than that. And so I just took all of that as a sign. I just took all of that as a sign of like, you know, unexpected money is flowing to me always. You know what I mean? Like me and money is becoming best friends. They want to be around me. And this is also why we are doing the 21-day abundance challenge at this moment. So if you're not doing it or you haven't done it with me so far, definitely check out my Insta stories at the Courtney Williams. Check out the bio. The link is in the bio. We are on day 7. Are we on day 7? I think we're on day 7. I'm gonna post and remind everybody, because I did mine this morning, but it's been so much going on. Because when I tell y'all, we have been booked and busy. Like when you think of like a retreat, I think people be thinking that you're gonna be like chilled, but a spiritual retreat is like, it's spiritual work that you're doing. You know what I mean? It's not like we just sitting around here relaxing and just, you know, laid out meditating, which I don't know how other spiritual retreats are because this is my first one, but this one has been booked and busy. Like we literally have about 3 activities each day, and we kind of get up like super early. So excuse me. So once I figured out, like once I looked at the account and realized I had a little bit more than what I thought, I just took all that as a sign, especially with that unexpected deposit, because I didn't even know that that deposit had hit. And I was like, okay, Lord, okay, I see you. I'm not gonna question it. I'm gonna just roll. So I sent her the PayPal for the amount, and literally I met up with everybody the next day. So our day 1, we had a welcome dinner at this vegan restaurant. She actually rented out the whole place for us, and it's not a lot of us, y'all. Like this is a very intimate retreat. It's only 9 ladies, so, and that's including our organizers and a few ladies. They had like, I feel like everybody has some issues getting here. I don't feel like I had a major issue. I feel like this retreat chose me. I really do. I feel like the retreat found me, because I had no idea that this was happening. I literally found out about it the night before, and I really just took like a little leap. But since we've been here and we've been opening up, like literally everybody has been so open. Everybody has been so vulnerable. We all are here working on something. And clicked it. So it's just been an amazing moment. So, but everybody has had some kind of issues, because all of the other ladies were coming from different parts of America. Everybody is from somewhere different. Like nobody is from the same place. But I was already here in Salvador, so it wasn't too much of an issue for me to get, you know, to meet up with them and stuff like that. So our first night we did a dinner, and then girl, they took us to, I don't even know what to call. I want to say it's called kanji, if I'm saying it right, kanji, and basically it's an African ritual. Now, granted, just that moment alone confirmed for me that this was exactly what the fuck I needed to be doing. Like, I've never seen. I've never seen this type of religion. Like this was an African religion, and I can't show y'all any photos of it because we could not take any videos and we could not take any photos, and it actually was in a local Brazilian person's home. I would say, like when I say a home, I don't want y'all to just picture a home, because it really looked more so like a compound, like a whole family lives here. And she kept saying, because we had a guide with us that night, and she kept saying that there was a head mother, not a head mother, the head of the house, the head mother of the house, I guess. And if I can describe it to you guys, it was like, it's really like, I would say African spirituality, African religion. Like, it was like Afro Brazilians, yo, are really connected to their roots. I feel like for Americans, some kind of way we got pulled apart from our African roots and our African beliefs and our African religion and our African spirituality, but Afro Brazilians are still connected, and it was just a powerful, powerful moment, like a powerful moment. And when we came in, just to give you guys a picture of what it looked like, they had some kind of symbol. I guess this is for their particular family, because each family has, you know, their own deities that they believe in. Each family kind of has, I want to say, it's a particular Oshun, a particular god that they believe in, a particular African god that they believe in. So for us, everybody wore white, like everybody was in white, and everybody was kind of standing around. And it was so many people dancing in these like African tribal type of movements, but they were all dancing in a circle, and their attire, I have a picture of this type of attire because when I first came to Salvador, I randomly, like I'm telling y'all, everything since I've gotten here has been really random. I didn't plan shit out, okay? Like, I just bought the ticket and I was like, fuck it, this is where I need to be. I'm finna go. And I ended up going to a market randomly, stumbled on a market. Got to the market, there was this African lady there, and she had these, I thought it was just a traditional Afro-Brazilian type of garment, but now I realize that it's way deeper than that. It's for an African spiritual ritual. And they wore this particular garment. So I gotta go find this picture. I'm not gonna say I'm putting it in the community after this video because I gotta go find it. But this lady at this market had them set up on this like wooden thing where you can kind of, you know, if you've ever seen those little wooden things where you can kind of just stick your head in, it was similar to that, but it was like a cutout wooden piece, and then she had the dress kind of set up, and then you could, you know, stand on and do your pictures and all that good jazz. So they were wearing a similar dress to that. It's kind of like a wide dress, and then it was like tied up, it was white, and then they had these African beads on, and they were chanting something. But what our guide told us was not to be too worried about what everything meant, because we're not there to be researchers. Like, none of us in this particular group, like none of us were researchers. We were there for the experience. And so she was saying that we just more about the feeling of it, especially since it was our first time. Well, for me, it was my first time. I had never experienced anything like this, y'all, but I really connected with it, and I just was like, it just was a powerful moment for me. So when we first came in, literally the men and the women were separated. It was men and women on each side, and in the very center of the room, it was leaves all over the room. I'm not sure how the ritual began or what happened before we arrived, because we were a little, we were a little bit late. We was on CP time. And all I know, when we walked in, all of the ladies who were dancing in the center, I want to say it was probably about 10 to 15 women in the center, and I believe that they were all a part of this house, you know, like they might have all been family members. And they were chanting something. I don't understand Portuguese, so I don't know what it was exactly. And they were all dancing like clockwise, doing a similar movement, but in different times they did different things with their hands, where they were like, they were doing like, you know, like something like this at one point, which I personally felt like it was kind of just like, you know, pushing away any negative energy or bad energy, but I could be wrong, I don't know. But that's what my spirit was feeling. And then I gotta move my leg because it is literally sleep. Ooh. But at that was happening, and then at different points the head mother came out. Was that a cat? Oh, it is a cat back there. The head mother came out, And when she came out, it's like, because some people were standing outside as well, but when she came out, as a form of respect, it's like everybody comes in and they, you know, watch her do her spiritual moment. And apparently the deity that they believe in, this was her deity, so I guess it was more significant to them. And I can't even really, girl, I just can't even explain this moment, but it was definitely, it just, to me, it felt like, oh, wait a minute, cat. Girl, this cat just jumped on the back of the couch. Oh my God, I can't. Um, all I know is that this made me feel even more like I need to go home. Like I need to go to Africa. Like I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I don't know how my African journey is going to happen, but I feel like I'm going to be going to Africa soon. I don't know how soon or what. I don't know what the exact timeline is, and that's not even for me to figure out. I just know that it's gonna happen. But she came out initially, and when she came out, there was also a lot of elders, y'all. Like, this is what I found so amazing. Like, they had little girls who were dancing, and they had, it was such a wide range of like age group, and it was only women who were dancing in this circle, right, who were doing these tribal type of dances. And honestly, y'all, at one point I almost passed out, and she warned us, our guide warned us before. She warned us of like the signs of like, if you're getting a little lightheaded, it's almost like that particular deity wants to enter you. It wants you basically. But if your body can't handle it, like if you're not prepared for that, instead of like being able to embrace it and do whatever the tribal moves are, you will just pass out. And she told us before we went in like what signs to look out for, kind of like feeling dizzy, being like super sweaty, or just, you know, different little things. And I kind of started to feel like that, and I was like, okay, I need to step out for a second, you know, I need to breathe, I need a little moment. And then this is why you can kind of go in and out, you know, so you don't stand in the whole time, but you do want to get there early, because like pretty much all the seats will be taken. So she came out, she was doing, when she came out, it was like all of the ladies who were dancing, like all of the, I would say they might have been between 20 and 30, maybe even 40. All of them who were initially dancing kind of moved over, but they were kind of in a, they had their hands like this. And what I was hearing, like when she comes around to you, she can absorb your negative energy, but she can also charge you. And when I tell y'all, I could feel her energy when she was passing me, y'all. Like I really could, like no bullshit, I could feel her energy. And it just, I don't know, this was such a powerful moment. And it was like they were kind of like kneeled a little bit in a respectful way, but their hands were up. And so at that point when she came out, it was like all of the elders were dancing in the circle with her. And then at different points she would kind of stop, and it was as if she was being, like she was invoking the deity or the ocean. And she would kind of stop and have a moment. And basically everyone was supporting her. Like she, like, you know, like she's the head of the house, so if she's having a moment, you know, like everybody was making sure that she was okay and she was good, and just if anything that she needed. And all of the children were dancing with her as well, because y'all, it was hot in there too. Like it was hot, like it was so many people. They had fans, they were passing out water. And as well, like they, at different points, they do different parts of the ritual. I'm sorry, I can't really explain it accurately as far as like what everything means, because this is obviously something new to me, and I can't break it down for y'all in that particular way. But it was different things taking place at different points. And at one point she changed into like this warrior outfit. Like she still had the same outfit on, this big type of dress, but it was like she had added like these metal pieces, and it was like it almost felt like she was cutting out like some negativity or something and just cleansing everybody's energy. It was a really, it was powerful, y'all. Like, it was powerful, and I've never been in any type of African ritual, African spirituality moment. I've never experienced any type of spiritual moment like that. And I've experienced a couple of different spiritual religions, so to say, is what I'm trying to articulate. Like, I've experienced a lot of different religions, moving from different houses, but I've never experienced anything like that. And I definitely felt very connected, and it was really amazing to me to see the elders. And I'm not talking about like, I'm not talking about just like some old lady, no, like girl, it's the like, it's like you could really see the lineage, you know what I mean? And you could see, it's like there is no way that this type of religion is like learned overnight. And even just the intensity of it all, like, I was about to pass out. And it's like you can kind of see on the dancer's face, because really nobody stopped moving until like the head mother came out. But in between her, because she kind of came in and came out at different points, because I'm sure she was doing spiritual prepping beforehand, and when she went back in to like change into different garments and things. So at that point, like, those periods of time were very, very long. Like, literally, when this type of thing happens, like, we got there around 8, and we stayed till 11 p.m., but it was nowhere near done. I want to say that they say it normally lasts till about 1 3 a.m. and 1 to 3 a.m. in the morning, and we don't even know what time they started. So they, like, I was about to pass out, and I wasn't even in there moving. So I just feel like this is definitely like something that has been passed down from slavery, like our ancestors who landed in Brazil. Because if anybody doesn't know, the biggest population of slaves, 98%, if you're thinking about the actual slave trade and the boats coming over from to the Americas, North America or South America, 98% were dropped off in Latin America. And out of that 90%, 98%, the biggest chunk was dropped off in Brazil. And out of Africa, the biggest African population, or just Afro culture, is in Brazil. Like, Brazil has the biggest Afro culture, Afro population outside of Africa. So I say that to say that they are very much so still connected to our traditions and to our roots. And you can just see, I could just see it in the lineage. Like, I could see like how it had been passed down, and it was amazing to see the elders. Like, it was old ladies, old, like great grandma type old, okay? And they were up in the ritual, moving around like nothing. And like, it just, I don't know, I really wish I could have taken some videos to show you guys, because it was powerful. And apparently the last retreat that she did, because this is her second retreat here in Brazil, because she came here, she was drawn here, Miss Renee, and she just kind of felt spiritually like she needed to bring African American women here, like, this is such a healing place. And she was telling me also that Bahia particularly is built on a crystal, so the energy here is just really powerful. Like, it's really a magical place. And I was wondering if this is why I've been feeling so, like, why I felt so drawn here, because I literally was just like, nah, fuck this shit, I'm finna just book a ticket to go to Salvador. That's like, I just feel like this is where I need to be. And I can't imagine, like, if I had stuck to my regular plan of going to Peru, I would not have been here during this retreat. So everything is happening in the way that it should. So that was our first night, y'all. So our first night was that, and then the next day we took a private van to Embasia. Am I saying it wrong? I feel like I'm saying it wrong again. But we took our private van here, we checked in, and literally since we've been here, we've been doing a bunch of different type of spiritual work, like yoni yoni yoga, and it's kind of like a meditative. Now I'm saying like it's similar to meditation. It's very similar, but it's not like a, like none of the meditation that we have been doing is like a sit down type of moment. Like all of the meditation we have been doing has been like a movement, and it's not like easy, y'all. Like it's it's like it has been work, you know, like with our yoni on the first day of our yoni yoga type of moment. It was like our legs were bent and we were doing different type of move, like hip movements, chest movements, head movements to open up our body. And the whole time we were kind of in a semi squat, and then also kind of like she was guiding us along. Miss Renee was guiding us along about what we should be thinking about, setting our intentions. And we're really close as well to a beach, so we went to a beach as well on our first day and set our intentions for what we are releasing during this process, things that we want to gain from this process. Girl, and I just, girl, y'all know I'm a big ass baby. Like, I'm not a big ass baby, but y'all know I'm hella emotional. I was crying on the first damn night at the dinner when we introduced ourselves. Like, like I've been crying this whole moment. It's just been like a release, you know what I mean? So I say that to say the meditation that we've been doing has not been simple. It has been work, like spiritual, like as if you're going into a spiritual warfare to break bondage, you know what I mean? To break things that have been holding you back, and not just you, because even like today, I don't remember the name of the meditation that we did today on the beach. Like, we've been doing a lot of grounding. We've been doing a lot, y'all. Like, I'm telling y'all, we've been booked and busy. Like, I haven't really done anything outside of this spiritual retreat since we've been here. Like, we really hadn't had that much free time. Like, I think she planned in some free time, but our first couple of days, things had to be adjusted just because of rain and just unexpected things that happened. So it just kind of felt like we didn't have that much free time. It kind of felt like every time we had like a little moment, it was like it just felt like time was running out before we had to do another activity, which is good in a sense, because it's like, for the price of this retreat, you don't want to feel like you wasting your money. You know what I mean? Like, you want to feel like you actually being healed, or you're actually working on whatever you need to be working on spiritually. So I would say definitely it's worth it. And it's so crazy too, because she partnered on this particular retreat with another lady. Her name is Hadia. Y'all fucking seen her, okay? Y'all seen her before. Now, this is, girl, I can't even just, I gotta bring this full circle, because last night, so okay, first couple of days I was here. It's a lady that I'm putting in a playlist. I know y'all waiting on me to put this playlist out. It's coming. But y'all know I'm making a little playlist for you guys, and it's a girl. She's a rapper. She used to be a rapper. She's still a rapper, but I feel like she kind of took a little moment to kind of, I don't know, focus on her spirit. And her name is Miss Sole. Miss Sole. And she does this song, show you how to love. I'ma show you how to love. Show you how to, I don't know if y'all heard the song, but it's like a really dope spiritual type of song. Like, I like granted, I'm a music head. I listen to all type of things, but I definitely feel like over the last year or so, I've been more attracted to songs that not only make me feel good on just a normal level, but also connect with my spirit, you know what I mean, and really uplift my spirit. And this is definitely one of those songs. And recently, about a couple of months ago, I saw Miss Sole in Thailand. She did like a ritual moment in Thailand. It was like a woman's circle, full moon moment. Oh girl, we at 18%, and dinner will be starting soon, so I'm not gonna stay that much longer. But to end this off, how this is so powerful for me is because, ooh, girl, this big ass bug just flew from up under the goddamn I can't even take it. Baby, we are in paradise, but baby, honey, when you're in paradise, it be all kind of fucking insects, and I just can't even. Y'all don't. Y'all probably like this girl. Just say I need that now, girl. You do. You definitely do. Like, I'm going to drop her Instagram in the community. I suggest y'all follow her because she don't never really. Apparently, from what I'm hearing, she never really markets. She never really like. It's really like who is meant to be in that journey at that particular time is there. She never really markets. Girl, let me get this pillow just in case it come over here because this I am not gonna play with you, little bug. Stay over there, mind your business, and I'm gonna mind mine, okay? Girl, let's pray. let's finish this out because I need to get up out this room. I never really come in this little library, but I'm realizing it's a lot of like, or maybe it's just because it's night. Plus, it's been raining, and y'all know how when it rains, a lot of insects come in. So, and this is like an open room. All the windows and things are open. So I saw Miss Solie, and she went to Thailand a few months ago during a full moon, and she was having a ritual moment, and she posted a few videos about it. I did not know that our guide, Miss Renee, was there at that time. And at that time, I have been messaging Miss Solie like in a private message as well as like in her comments, because y'all know I was thinking about coming home this summer. I don't know as of now, y'all. I don't know. Salvador is treating me real good. Brazil's treating me real good, so I don't know. We gonna see what happens, because I'm just gonna go with the flow. Whatever my spirit tells me to do, I'm gonna do. But I have been messaging Miss Solie like, this is amazing. I want to, you know, be in these type of moments. I want to be working on my spirituality in these type of ways. I hope you're going to be doing some classes this summer in different places, because that's when I'm going to be back in the States, basically. And she always would comment, and, you know, like she always, if I messaged her, she'd always communicate back with, I'm telling you, come over here, I'm going to kill you. Like, straight up. Girl. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's too many damn. Girl, I can't. Girl, girl, I can't. I'm not the bug type of person. I don't like spiders. I don't like none of that shit. It's not flying no more, but it like went over to the side. It's too close to me. We just gonna pray. So I have been messaging Miss Solie, and she had been messaging me back, and all along I didn't even know that Miss Renee was there with her the whole time. And also, I don't know if you guys saw this video. No, I ain't really see that many bugs in Asia. Now this a different type of bug, honey. I wish I could show you. This is something different. This ain't just your normal like fly. And there's a lot of mosquitoes in Basia as well. So I would say if you're gonna come here, also make sure you bring some good mosquito repellent. Y'all also have seen this other lady, Miss Hadia. So Miss Hadia went viral like almost a year ago. She got a bunch of viral posts, but this particular video, if you guys remember, it was a lady hula hooping that went viral. She had like a red and white stripe dress on, right? And she had like a short haircut, and she was dancing to like a old school song. I can't remember the exact old school song it was, but it was like an old school type of song, like some Frankie Beverly, Marvin Gaye type of song. Like she was at some like open place, and she was hula hooping, and she was like real sensual with it. She was walking. I don't know if y'all saw that I don't know if y'all saw this particular post, but it went viral. It was everywhere. And I remember seeing it. This was also the reason why I got my hula hoop. I was like, damn, she looks so good. Like, yes, like I'm all for women empowerment and women feeling sexy in their skin and just, you know, like I love that. So I was like, girl, I need to give me a hula hoop and have a whole moment. Why did I just like we've been on this trip with her for like at least 3 days, and she's actually a hairstylist from New York, and she be changing her hair, so this is probably why I didn't recognize her at first. I don't even, if she had the short hair, y'all, I don't even think I would have recognized her, because I connected more with her movement in this particular video than anything else. Like I probably would not have been able to identify her. However, I found out last night, because last night we went to the beach like pretty late last night, and we had a hula hoop moment with her. Like she did a hula hoop moment with, like, a spiritual hula hoop moment with her. And well, she doesn't even call it the hula hoop, she calls it a medicine wheel, which I didn't even realize that that was another name for a hula hoop. So we were on the beach, we were doing some spiritual work, and then she was doing girl, it has been everything. Like, I have no regrets about spending this money for it. Like, granted, like I was nervous at first, because y'all know, like I plan to be here for 6 months. Granted, I messed up my computer right now, so I'm not able to teach English right now, you know. And every single month, like I told y'all, like South America has been expensive. Like, granted, Salvador, I feel like, has been okay. It hasn't, like, I haven't spent too much money in Salvador, aside from paying for this retreat. This has been the biggest expense. However, every single month that I was in Colombia, I went over my budget, and it wasn't intentional. It just was like, you know, like, I just feel like I'm getting to a point where it's like I'm not going to guilt myself about what I need. This is what I need, and I need to have faith that my needs are going to be taken care of. So if this is what I need and I need to pay for it, I'm going to pay for it, and I'm going to figure it out later when girl, I can't with these big ass bugs in here. This is the first day that I'm seeing these big ass bugs like this. Like, I ain't seen them before. I just really feel like, because it's nighttime, it's literally been raining all day, but we haven't really been here. We have been on the beach all day doing spiritual work. Yes, your needs will be provided for. Yes. And I think this is also why I've been doing this spiritual abundance with my booze on Instagram, because I just feel like we have so much bondage sometimes surrounding money. We have so many bad thoughts surrounding money so much, and sometimes it's like when it comes to money, we try to hoard it, and that is like low vibrational energy, you know what I mean? And in order to get what you really want, in order to manifest it, you got to be on the same frequency with it, and that starts with changing your thought process. So that's what we've been working on Insta stories so far, and that's part of that journey of this moment, I guess, has just been like, I'm not gonna stress myself out. I'm not gonna stress myself out. Like, I'm not gonna be going back and forth and feeling guilty about spending money that I need. Like, it's not like I've been living reckless or anything like that, because I feel like I've been on a good little budget, you know what I mean? I've been trying to be really responsible with my money as well, because I feel like, you know, I see myself growing into having a successful relationship with money. Like, it really is a relationship, and once you start to look at it like that, you know, it's like money is not the root of all evil. And I know a lot of us have been hearing that since like we were children, and it's like, if we really being real, money is a tool. It is, and we need it, you know, in order to not only take care of our own needs and our own wants, but even if you're an artist, like, even just thinking on an artist level, in order to rent your studio, in order to get your equipment, in order to do certain projects, in order to pay for business things, you need money. You know what I mean? And who wants to be a fucking struggling artist? Not I. Not I, said the cat. So I'm trying to build, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm trying to build a better relationship with money. So this is part of my journey of like getting there, you know. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna feel guilty about what I need. I'm just gonna have faith that what I'm going to need is going to be provided for me. And literally, y'all, so far it has, like, even just with me checking my account and seeing that unexpected deposit, I had no fucking idea that this deposit was coming. I had no idea. And it wasn't like a planned deposit. It wasn't a planned deposit at all. Excuse me. It wasn't a planned deposit at all. It was very unexpected. And yeah, it was very unexpected. It was an unexpected, unplanned deposit that showed up in my account, and I was like, now see, I'm over here stressing about this retreat, and then I look in my account and I have way more. I'm not gonna say I had way more, but I have more than what I thought was there, and more than what I need. So I just have to have faith that what I need is going to be provided for, and I'm going to have enough overflow of abundance, you know. So I dang, I kind of got lost of what I was telling you guys beforehand. I don't remember, but so yeah, we basically went to the beach last night, and we had oh, you are so welcome. You are so welcome, honey love. This is part of the reason why I'm sharing with you guys. You know, this is part of the reason why I'm being so vulnerable with you guys, because I feel like I understand that we're all on a journey, and I also understand that, like, hold up, girl, this battery dying. I understand. Oh, we got 10%. I ain't gonna be able to stay that long. But I also understand that sometimes you just need to see somebody else doing it. You just need to see their example. Because I feel like a lot of times people be thinking like success happens overnight, and it's not. It's a journey. And then also it's like sometimes people get to their success and then they forget about talking about what the actual journey was like. And it's not that success is getting to your next level or getting to your success is not really it. It's really the journey. It's the journey of walking your journey to get there that's so powerful, you know, overcoming and changing these thought processes and healing whatever needs to be healed and working on whatever you need to work on. So I just think all of this is just part of that journey right now of me working on what I need to work on a spiritual level. And I feel like right now specifically, because I feel like I've been holding on to so much from my childhood, and it's been coming to the forefront since I've been traveling. Like, there's been so many situations that have been happening that have been bringing to the forefront of like, this is because of something that happened in your childhood, or this is something that you're holding on because of this, and you know, just different little things. And now it's like I'm having a healing moment. This is really a healing moment for me with this retreat. And this is my first one. Like, I've never been on a retreat before, and even when I had that women's circle, like, that was so random. Like, I didn't even know they were going to be doing that, and I didn't even understand everything that they were saying, because they were kind of talking in Spanish at different points as well. But even today when we did our beach healing moment, it's like, it's not just for us, y'all. Like, the spiritual work that we're doing right now is also for our bloodline. Because somebody said something yesterday. It's like, the trauma that your family feels, like the trauma that your grandmother felt, your mother felt, and you felt, even though you were not in existence. Because if you think about it, y'all, when you are born as a woman, you have every egg in you already. Like, your eggs don't develop over time. Your eggs that you are gonna, like, the set number of eggs that you have in your body are there with you at birth as a woman. So if you think about it, whatever trauma that you're feeling, those eggs are feeling them as well. And this is why, like, when things are happening on a traumatic level for your family, and things, you know, repeat themselves throughout your generational line, and you don't really know why, like, why is this happening? and you realize later on, oh, this shit happened to my grandmother. It's like y'all both experienced it. You might not have been a thought yet, but you felt it. You know what I mean? Like, you carried that with you as well. What your mom's trauma, you carrying it. Your grandma's trauma, you carrying it, because you were already in them before you even, you know, like, if that makes sense. I'm on 7%. So what else do I need to say before we end? Because dinner is also going to be starting soon, and literally after dinner we're having our last activity of the night, and then I have to get prepared. I'm trying to think what else I need to tell you guys. I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna do an official video, because I have been taking footage of different things. I've also just been trying to respect everybody's healing process, because I feel like not everything is meant to be filmed, you know, like some moments we just need to be in those moments. So I haven't filmed everything, but I have filmed some things, and I do want to do an official video, official breakdown for you guys. So that'll be coming. But this has just been, oh, what I was telling you guys was that homegirl was the girl who went viral in this particular video, and she was the reason why I got my hula hoop. And both of them are connected to Miss Solie. So um Miss Renee does workshops with Miss Solie, and Miss Hadia, she does the Goddess Glow Up, which you can also find on Instagram, and she has a couple of Goddess Glow Up moments and workshops that are coming up within the states, because she travels all around, does different partnerships, because she says she likes to work, like, she says she does things privately sometimes where it's just her teaching these moments, and sometimes they're a little bit more intimate, but she also likes partnering with women because it just makes her happy. So she does a lot of different partnerships and things. Girl, it's just been amazing. Like, the information that I've been getting, the tools to move forward, just our activities that we've been doing. Like, literally every activity that we have done so far, I've cried. And even like our activity today, it wasn't just for us. It was like not only healing us, but healing like things that our parents, our parents' trauma, and our, girl, we on 5%. I keep trying to check the little thing so it doesn't die on y'all in the midst, but our trauma, our mother's trauma, our grandmother's trauma, because we feeling all of that, you know what I mean? Like, somebody in the family got to heal, you know what I mean? Somebody in the family got to heal the bloodline. And I don't know about anybody else, but I kind of feel like that is me in my family. Like, I've always been the black sheep, and it's so crazy because even with everybody who is here, like, Miss Renee was also saying that, like, when she does these different retreats, like, she's done different healing things. This is just her second retreat specifically in Salvador, and she was just saying how, like, when she does this, it's like the women who are attracted and who come, they're always kind of similar, and it's something here that we are all here because it's a reason. It's something that we're supposed to be learning from each other, to grow from each other, and it's like I've already seen so many connections between us, and it's so great as well because everybody is open. It's like we have no barrier. Like, literally our first night, y'all, we had a whole spiritual moment on the beach, and we were naked. Like, it was like nobody had clothes on. Like, we shed our skin. It was a whole moment. I'm gonna post that picture soon. I'll post that for y'all. We did take a picture. But it's been amazing. Like, it's just been amazing. It's just been an amazing moment. It's been an amazing moment. So I am so beyond grateful. We on 4%, so I really gotta go, y'all. But I'm so beyond grateful for this moment, and I'm so beyond grateful that I can share it with you guys. And I have nothing but gratitude at this moment. I'm just so grateful to be at this point in my journey, to be able to connect with these sisters and to be able to have this healing moment. So I will check in with you guys again. I have a video that I wanted to post for you guys today. I'll probably post tomorrow, but this isn't a spiritual video. This is like a Afro Brazilian dance that the slaves actually started. It's like a dance slash acrobatics type of dance. Excuse me. And I actually stumbled on that. So I took a video of that. I'll be posting that tomorrow. and then we'll probably go live again on Thursday. I don't know, because Thursday is the day that we're supposed to be going back to Salvador, so we're gonna see how that works. But I'll keep you guys posted. Check out the Insta stories at the Courtney Williams, and check out the community. That's where I'll be letting y'all know, like, if I'm gonna be able to go live or what we're gonna be doing. So we are literally on 3%. I hope you guys having an amazing night. If you have not checked out the abundance meditation, please do so. And hey Emily, girl, I got to go now, but hey, I'm so glad you made it. And yes, Lakeisha, girl, I hope I'm saying your name right. Yes, for the full circle moments. It's been amazing. So okay, remember, people will stare, make it worth their while. I love you. I'm sending you guys nothing but abundance, peace, and love. Hello, amen, one time. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week. Definitely hit me up if you have any questions. I'll be sharing more a little bit later, okay?